that?
An old flip-flop.
Okay. Hey, come here. Seeing that flip-flop reminded me of something happened to me about 20 years ago. I went to a dealership. It was over in Florence, Alabama. And I went there to get a water pump for an old truck I was driving. I had a buddy that worked there, so that's basically where I went to get most of my parts. He'd give me a little discount and whatnot. Anyway, I was standing up at the counter and telling him what I needed. And we was just chatting, hadn't seen each other in a little while. About that time, I heard something behind me. I heard the door swing open, then I heard shh, plop, shh, plop, shh, plop. And I thought, what in the world? So I turned around and looked. And folks, when I tell you, there's a big woman come through that door, that was a big woman. If she was a pound, she was 600. And looked like she took a bed sheet and cut a hole in it and just pulled it over her head and let it drape over her body.
What the hell? Oh my God!
She had a purse strapped around her neck, hanging on her side, had her arm on it. Big lady. That purse was probably about 5 gallons.
Damn!
Well, I turned back and looked at my buddy, and he was like, and I was like, and we didn't know what to think. Well, she continued to walk on up to the counter. Shh, plop, shh, plop. And as watching her, I figured out what the shh, plop was. The shh was her thighs rubbing together. Lord help us. And the plop was the flip-flop she was wearing. And I seeing that flip-flop reminded me of that. But them flip-flops she had on, they was about that thin from all the pressure. And I just turned back around, faced my buddy at the counter, and we went on as she walked up. Plop, plop. She finally gets up to the counter right beside me, and my buddy's just doing all he can not to lose it. He's trying to be professional, that's where he worked. I'm not helping the matters because I'm looking at him like. She walks up beside me and she swangs that big old purse up. Boom! Throws it on the counter. She rears back her head, shakes a little bit like this, and she ain't got no teeth, and it looks like she's chewing cornbread. And he said, "Ma'am, can I help you?" She said, "Yeah! My husband stuck his finger in my rear end this morning, said it was dry as a bone." Needless to say, I lost it. He lost it, we lost it. And of course, she's looking at us like we're crazy. And he's like, "Ma'am, you mean the rear end of your car?" And she's like, "Yeah!" A little bit of cornbread dripping out. And I'm like, We won't talk about the smell. It was, I'm still living with that. Sorry, phone ringing there. But anyway, he said, "Well, ma'am, sounds like you need some gear oil for your rear end." "Yeah, that's what my husband said. Now why I'm here, get me some gear oil for my rear end." And if you've ever had the emotion of you're smelling something so bad you want to gag, something that would gag a 6-inch maggot, but you're also witnessing something so funny that you're about to explode with laughter, that is a mixture that it's just hard to describe. But anyway, he got her some oil for that, for her rear end, and she dug around in that 5-gallon purse 3 or 4 minutes and pulled out an old crumpled envelope, digging through it, and finally slid out a few dollars and paid for it. Still chewing that cornbread the whole time. And she said, "I thank you." And she pulled that purse off the counter, up under her arm, right there on that hog jowl or whatever's under her arm. And don't get me wrong, folks. I'm not making fun of people for being overweight. Obviously, I have no room to talk. But this lady, she was big as she wanted to be, and you couldn't tell her nothing, okay? She turns, I'm looking back at him. I'm trying not to look at her anymore. I'm holding my breath, but also dying of laughter on the inside. And she heads back toward the door. Shoo, plop, shoo, plop, shoo, plop. She's not making a lot of speed. She's stirring up quite a smell and making a good little sound there with them thighs rubbing. But anyway, she finally gets to the door, goes out the door, and that's when we just lose it. But anyway, I just wanted to share that story with y'all when I seen that flip-flop, how a flip-flop got down here under. Well, there was a lot of junk down here. But anyway, that happened. It was hilarious. It's fun to think back on, but I can still smell it. So it's bittersweet, I guess you'd say. But anyway, got this old log out and I'm gonna push it up in the pile. I'm not gonna bore you with that. But just wanted to share that story with you there since it popped in my mind. Anyway, hit the like and subscribe button and the bell for notifications. And we'll try to get out some more videos. Appreciate you.